Megan? СиСи?
Can I help you with something?
You must be Greg.
Yes, sir.
I'm СиСи Capwell. Came to see your mother.
Is my mother expecting you?
I doubt it.
But you're a friend of hers.
Well, let's put it this way. I am the subject of your mother's latest book.
Greg, is there somebody at the...
You're gonna be all right, darling. We're gonna find the bastard that did this to you. I swear we'll nail him.
She hasn't come around yet?
No. Where's Castillo?
He left half an hour ago.
He better be out there looking for the punk that attacked my wife.
He is. Has there been any sign of her waking up?
No. She has to pull through. God, she just has to. Michael, I'd like to be alone for a while.
Yeah, CW, I want you to get in touch with Mendez. You remember him? Yeah, he's got contacts in some of the rival gangs. Tell him to sniff around a little bit, see if maybe some of those other guys try to put the blame on the Camacho boys. Yeah, okay. Yeah, have him give me a call. Well, the woman who was attacked was the wife of the district attorney. Yeah. Okay, bye.
Cruz, now I know it's true.
What's true?
Adriana's in Paris. She's at Rick's house.
Did you have another dream?
No. I called Rick's house to see if he and his wife had left the baby behind. And when the butler answered the phone, I could hear Adriana crying in the background.
Oh, you
No, please, listen to me. It was such an overpowering feeling. I could feel her crying. I knew it was Adriana.
Darling, I understand that you would want to believe
Sandra said that I would be able to feel the connection to Adriana, and I could.
This came in from Paris
I
just
saw
an
the
hour
hospital
ago.
record.
This is not a hospital record. This is government issue. It's a birth certificate.
So that
Darling, it's all on there. The blood type, everything. I checked all the records for any discrepancy, and there isn't one. Rick and Hollis had a little baby girl. And when you called their house, it was their baby girl you heard crying.
You're the last person I expected to see.
Well, I was in New York, so I thought I'd fly up here and meet the son that you talk so much about.
Greg, this is Mr. Capwell.
Mr. Capwell has already introduced himself.
I see. What else have you two managed to talk about?
Oh, nothing. I was going to tell him what a beautiful, talented mother he has. Obviously, he knows that.
I used to think I knew everything about her.
Well, every woman needs a few mysteries, even mothers.
I think I better be getting back to my dorm.
Well, I was hoping we'd get a chance to talk.
I'm sorry, I was already on my way out. I have a trig test in the morning.
Uh-huh.
Will you be up late?
Well, considering how little I know about relative equations, I think I'll probably be up all night.
Okay, I'll call you later.
You don't have to. Not if you're busy. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Nice to have met you, Mr. Capwell.
My pleasure. I meant what I said, too, Greg. Maybe we can get together and talk before I leave town.
Great. I don't have any plans.
Except the trig test. Huh?
Oh, yeah, right. But after that, I'm free.
I'll set it up.
Great. Good night, Mom.
I'll talk to you later.
What are you doing here?
When you took off the way you did, I thought I'd never see you again.
You had no right to follow me.
I wasn't following you. I was in New York, and I followed you.
You see, I needed some time away from you. I told you that. I've got to
clear my head after everything that's happened.
No, you got it all wrong. See, I don't want you to clear that beautiful head of yours. I want you to keep thinking of me as much as I keep thinking of you, and I haven't stopped thinking of you since the day we made love.
Please stop.
Now, you stop it. I want you as much as you want me. That night we had together was beautiful. Things could get better and better, and you want to run away and hide. Why?
Don't do this. Can't you see that my life is too complicated to get involved with you right now?
What are you talking too complicated? What is too complicated? Me meeting your son Greg is too complicated? Our sleeping together is too complicated? The only thing complicated about this whole thing is your response. If you'd come back to Santa Barbara, you wouldn't have...
I'm not coming back.
When were you going to tell me this?
I was going to have my publisher...
You were going to have your damn publisher tell me you weren't going... I'm sorry. What about the book? We're not finished with the book. I have a lot more to say yet.
It won't work, that's obvious.
Megan Richardson, we have a contract. And we're going to finish the contract. Finish what we started.
I've already gone farther than I ever should have. It's over, СиСи.
You worked with the kids in high school, right?
Yeah, when I was a priest.
And you knew the Hispanics at the chapel.
Many of them.
Well, I want you to take me down there.
Down where?
To the barrio. I want to grill as many of those punks as we can.
Oh, hold on, Ethan. You don't know that the kid who attacked Laura was Hispanic.
Well, I'm going to take that chance.
You assigned this investigation to Cruz. He'll take care of it. There couldn't be a better man. He knows the area.
Yeah, and he'd better be doing his job. See, I'm counting on him. But I just can't sit back and wait to find out if he's doing a good job.
Look, maybe when Laura wakes up,
I don't
we'll
want to bother Laura with
from
this.
her.
See, I don't want her involved in catching that bastard. I want her to be able to concentrate on healing.
She will.
And when she comes to, I'm going to make sure she quits her job. You know, I never should have let her take this in the first place. She's so stubborn. I knew that school was too dangerous.
All right, maybe I will go down to the bar, all right? I'll ask some questions.
But
But I don't want you to go down with me, all right? Because they'll clam up. I know them. I'll talk to the kids. Maybe one of them will open up to me.
All right, I'd appreciate that, Michael. You see, I just can't stand the idea of this happening to Laura.
If I were in your position.
God, she's got to be all right.
She's going to be okay.
I never should have let this happen to her.
Well, you can't blame yourself.
Oh, she's so brave on the outside, but inside she's so fragile. You know, sometimes I look at her and all I see is sadness. Today, when I went to that damn school, I mean, I couldn't snap her out of it. I finally got her to smile, but she was being weighed down by something. She has to pull through. She's all I have.
We both know this could have been forged. We've been through this before.
Darling, every single document was in order.
Well, once they got the record from the hospital, it would have been easy to get the other records issued.
I thought about that. I've put in a call to the doctor in Paris who delivered Rick's baby. He's going to call me back. But let's be realistic about this. Chances are he's not going to say anything different than what's on those documents.
Well, you told me to trust my feelings. And all I know is how I felt when I heard the baby crying on the phone.
Sweetheart, when you made that call, what did you want to hear more than anything in the world?
Our baby.
You held that baby in your arms. Wouldn't you have known if it were Adriana?
I don't know.
We'll know more when we hear back from the doctor. I just think it'd be foolish to get our hopes up when we have so much evidence saying it can't be true.
I just don't want to give up.
I'm not going to give up either. But no matter how angry Rick was with me, I can't believe my own brother would steal our baby.
Well, maybe he didn't know it was Adriana. Maybe he just wanted to adopt a baby. You know, people can get so desperate sometimes.
Not
when they want
desperate enough to
children.
produce all these documents to cover their trail. Besides, we have a lead. We have reason to believe that she's in the States, somewhere between Eugene and San Francisco. That's a legitimate lead.
Or maybe she's at Rick's house. I still believe that.
I don't. I'm sorry, I can't buy that.
So what am I supposed to do about the way I'm feeling? All of these things I'm seeing. All right, I'm sorry. I don't want to fight with you.
I don't want to fight about it either.
I just want some answers.
I'm sure we'll get some. We just have to be patient.
Castillo. Yeah? Great. Well, when did they spot him? Uh-huh. Who was backing him up? Yeah, well, where... Yeah, that figures. Okay, well, have him give me a call, will you? Yeah, just, no, tell him they can't make a move yet.
My contract doesn't bind me to a personal relationship with you, СиСи.
Is that why you ran away? I mean, you feel that you have some sort of obligation to me?
No, I didn't mean it that way.
Megan, I'm trying like hell to figure you out. You walk into my life, this beautiful, talented, self-assured woman. We've had a relationship that is the best thing that happened to me in a long, long time, and now you want to run away from it. Why?
Because there's no place for it to go. I told you that.
I don't buy it. You can't look at me and tell me you don't care, that you don't have any feelings. You do that, I'll walk right out the door. You can't do it.
Please, just go.
Why are you so bloody afraid of your feelings? Megan, the past isn't a secret anymore. I know about Greg. I know about your husband. I know about your pain, baby. That's 17 years ago. When are you going to start having feelings again?
I can't afford to just think about my own feelings. Every decision I make about my life affects my son.
Somehow I don't get the impression that your son disapproves of me.
He doesn't even know you.
So he's going to disapprove of me?
I'm just saying that he has no idea what's happened between us.
Oh, don't be so sure, Mom. I mean, he's a pretty bright kid. He must have known something when I had the flowers and champagne in my hand. I bet he's pretty glad his mother's having some kind of a relationship.
СиСи, we're not having a relationship.
Then what are you trying to hide from him?
I just don't want him to get the wrong idea.
Wrong idea about what?
That we're having a relationship. You're just twisting everything all
Actually,
around.
I'm trying to show you that really, I think you're trying to protect yourself more than Greg. You know this is worth pursuing. You do know it. I'm not going to walk out of your life. Look, if you're not the one to talk to, I'll talk to Greg.
No, I don't want you involving him in this.
All right, if you don't want me to talk to him alone, why don't we have a nice late dinner together, the three of us? I'll prove to him that I'm not an ogre, and maybe it'll ease your mind about him knowing anything.
You heard what he said. He's studying.
He's having a trigonometry test like I am. Megan, I've come a long way. I promise you I won't talk to him about the two of us. Doesn't he deserve a chance to get to know the man who's falling in love with his mother?
Michael?
I'm so glad to hear your voice.
What am I doing here?
You don't remember what happened?
No,
Sit down, lie down, lie down, lie down. You don't remember what happened at the school?
No, this happened at school.
Yeah, somebody hit you in the head.
The mural, there was graffiti.
Do you know who hit you?
No.
Are you in a lot of pain?
No, just a headache.
You seem to be sleeping very peacefully.
It's dreaming.
About Jamie?
Ethan?
He had to go to the office. It was an emergency, but he'll be right back.
Is he okay?
He's pretty shaken up.
He always seems so terrified if anything happens to me.
He loves you very much.
So lucky to have him.
Laura, it's possible that you were attacked by a member of one of the gangs. The police are working on it.
Do they know who it was?
No, not yet, but we're doing everything we can to find out.
What do you mean, wait, what do you have to do with this?
Well, you can't expect me to not get involved.
Oh, Michael.
Will you listen to me? I want very much to find out who did this to you, but I also know a lot of kids in those gangs, and I don't want the wrong person to be blamed. Now, in the state he is in, Ethan is not thinking very clearly.
Well, I don't know what you're intimating, but I know that Ethan wouldn't violate the rules of his office.
But if he takes those rules too strictly, it's not going to be fair to those kids. Now, you know very well how rigid Ethan can be about the law, and now with you being the victim, he is so determined to nail someone, no matter what he has to do.
He'll do his job.
Laura, if he sends men into the barrio to strong-arm those kids, we're going to have a...
Please, Michael.
All right, okay, all right, I'm sorry.
Just so tired.
Idен, what are you doing here? I need your help.
Do you? Isn't that something? A few days ago, you throw me out of the house like I'm some kind of a freak, and then yesterday you come back to me with all this sympathy and compassion. Don't you think I know when I'm being messed with?
Sandra, please. I just need...
You don't need me. You and Cruz made it perfectly clear that you don't want to have anything to do with me.
Could you just understand?
I'm tired of understanding. It's time for you to understand that I don't want to have anything to do with you anymore.
Sandra, please, would you just listen to me? I know why you feel the way you do. Cruz and I, we said what we said because we felt threatened by you. It was frightening to know that you could see things the way that you did. And we felt scared because of our baby. We're still scared. You're a beautiful woman. You'll find the right man one day. I understand why you feel the way you do about Cruz. And I'm sorry if it got in the way of any friendship. I really felt that we had some kind of a connection. And I really want you to help us find our baby. I'm having these images, Sandra, of Adriana being in Paris, and I can see exactly where she is. And I need for you to help me understand these images. Please, I don't really know who to ask. I'm sorry, Sandra.
What do you think you're doing, huh?
Man, let go of me. Come on, I didn't do nothing wrong.
You worked on this mural, didn't you?
Yeah, I was just trying to fix it.
Oh, you had nothing to do with what happened here tonight?
Man, I've been working on this thing since the beginning. Why would I try and trash it?
I don't know. Maybe your friends didn't like that you were working on it. Were you trying to impress them, huh? Trash it?
No way. Look, man, I painted all this here. Almost got this corner here back to what it was.
You're good. You know who did it, though, don't you?
Me?
Yeah,
Come on, Father.
Look, I'm not a priest anymore, and you don't go to church anymore, do you? I remember you from St. Bart's. You stopped going there about the same time you put this on your arm.
Let go.
Huh? That your gang did this to the mural tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know nothing.
Huh? You don't know nothing. Huh? Your friends ruined everything you've been working on, and they put the principal of this school in the hospital.
Mrs. Asher?
Yeah.
She gonna be all right?
We don't know. Somebody hit her over the head with a blunt object. Real brave bunch of guys you're hanging out with, huh? It takes a lot of guts to spray paint on a wall and sneak up behind a lady and bash her brains in.
Look, I don't hang out with those homeboys, man. I told
real brave. Oh, yeah, you told me a lot of things. Why don't you try telling me the truth?
Okay. Look, maybe I do hang out with them some, huh? Look, I wear the colors, but I don't do anything like this, man, ever.
Why'd you join a gang?
Because I didn't feel like getting drilled every other day, man. A guy like me at this school, if he's not in a gang, he's dead meat.
Well, maybe we should try changing that. And we can start by putting the guy who hit her over the head in jail. I want a name.
I already told you. I don't.
You know who is here, and you know who would be capable of doing something like that.
Man, if I sing, I might as well pack up right now and leave.
You know the DA's gonna put your whole gang in jail, and you're gonna be in there with the rest of them.
You can't do that.
Yeah, well, you just watch him. Now, give me a name.
I can't, man.
I don't think that you're a bad kid. I think you got talent. I think you've got a future. But if I get you immunity, will you give me that name?
If I get it, and no one else does, how's that gonna look, man? You might as well hang a neon sign around my neck flashing rat. But how about this, man? All or nothing. I give you the name of the guy who hit Mrs. Asher, and the rest of the gang gets immunity, me included.
You're asking too much.
And that's the only deal I can cut and stay in one piece.
All right, I can try.
Okay, you do that. And, you get a name.
Cruz. Yeah? Listen, I just got off the phone with Rawlings in San Francisco. One of his men just spotted a woman matching the ID of the Canadian woman. Of course, there must be 1,000 women fitting that description, but I still thought you...
Where?
Somewhere near, Fisherman's Wharf.
Did you have a baby with her?
No, I'm sorry. I guess evidently a couple of tour buses pulled up and he lost her in the crowds.
Oh, damn it. How long ago?
Had it been within the hour, Rawlings has his men searching the place right now.
Okay, at least we know vaguely where she is. Tell him to keep on it.
Right.
Thanks, Andrews.
No problem.
Mr. Asher?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
I'm doing my job.
I told you what your job is tonight. Your first priority is to find the bastard who attacked my wife.
Will you relax? I got 6 men working on your wife's case.
I want you on it.
I am on it. I've already got an ID on the leader of the gang who vandalized the mural.
Then why the hell isn't he here?
Because we're tracking him down to bring him in for questioning right now.
No, that's not good enough, Castillo. Now, you know the neighborhoods. I want you out there. Damn it, this is my wife we're talking about.
Asher, I'm sorry about what happened to her. But my baby has been out there somewhere for over 4 months now. You know where your wife is. You know she's alive. I can't say that about my daughter. And until I can, nothing is going to get in the way of my efforts to bring her home. So why don't you save us both a lot of trouble and get off my back? So, where's Mr. Capwell?
He had some business he needed to take care of.
So what'd you want to see me about?
Well, sweetheart, I mean, I know meeting СиСи, Mr. Capwell, that you probably have a lot of questions, and I'm sure you're also angry at me for telling you that I was off in Rome when I was really in Santa Barbara, and I don't blame you for that. And
Hold on. I'm not mad at you at all.
You're not upset that I lied to you?
I know why you did it.
You do.
Oh, I'd have to be pretty dim not to see that you and Mr. Capwell have something going.
Greg.
Well, I don't know why you're making such a big deal about it. What, is he married or something?
No, he's divorced.
Well, I think it's great that you're finally seeing someone. It's about time you stopped living your life through your books and had a real relationship of your own.
Wait a minute. You have got this whole thing all wrong.
I'm not blind. I saw what was going on here tonight. What I can't figure out is why you thought I'd be so upset about it.
What I can't figure out is why you're so dead certain that I'm having a relationship with СиСи Capwell.
I told you I could see it. Why else would you be covering up where you were and what you were doing? Nothing else makes sense.
Greg, you couldn't be more wrong. I'm not involved with СиСи. I mean, aside from the fact that I'm writing a book about him, and if I were, I would certainly tell you about it. It's just that there's never been anyone that I liked enough that I wanted you to meet them.
Maybe you set your standards too high. I think if you're looking for a hero like the ones you're writing about in your books, you're never going to find a man like that.
What is that, a literary criticism?
You know I love your writing, Mom. But it's fiction. In real life, men have chinks in their armor. I mean, from what you've told me about my dad, I don't think you're ever going to meet a man like that again, either. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
No, you didn't. It's okay. You never do.
Well, wait until you see my final grades.
You cut it out. You always get good grades.
Yeah, you're right. I always do. Mr. Capwell seemed like a really nice man.
He is a nice man. He's too nice. I don't know, that always makes me nervous.
Well, you can say anything you want about it. You can even believe it. But I know what I saw. I don't know why you just won't admit it. You really like the man.
May I come in?
Sure.
I didn't expect to see you.
I'm sorry I slammed the door in your face.
So why the change of heart?
I've been working very hard to find Adriana. I guess I just needed to know that you really wanted me around.
I do.
All I've ever really wanted to do is help. You do believe me, don't you?
I want to.
What is it you came to talk to me about?
Well, I'm having these images of Adriana being in Paris. And I've been having them stronger and stronger until I finally saw the house. And it was Cruz's brother.
Cruz's brother?
Yeah, I know how crazy this sounds.
No, go on.
Well, his brother and sister-in-law had a baby girl about the same time that Adriana was born. And Cruz called their house, but they weren't home, so we were waiting for them to call us back. And I just couldn't wait any longer, so I called. And when the butler answered the phone, I could hear a baby crying in the background.
Adriana?
Yeah, that's what I thought, but then Cruz had this, and he said this proves that the baby couldn't be Adriana.
This isn't an original.
No.
Well, these things can be forged, Eden.
I know.
The important thing is the images you're having. And the phone call. What made you make that call at that exact time?
I'm not sure.
You said something was driving you. Was there something you couldn't wait any longer to make that call?
I want to find my baby.
Well, of course you do, but at that particular moment.
I don't know. I just felt like I had to call. I felt like I had to call at that moment.
Because your baby was calling out to you. That's why you did it.
Well, that's what I want to think, but Cruz has so many logical reasons for why the baby
cannot be
Adriana.
It'll only get in your way. Psychic phenomena has its own rules. I had to learn that myself before I could use my images. Go with what you're feeling, Eden. Pursue your images or you'll lose them.
I want to, but I just don't know where to go from here.
Are you ready to give up because of a piece of paper?
No, I want to find my baby.
And she wants you to find her. That's why she told you where she is. You have a gift, Eden. Use it.
Cruz doesn't believe me.
Cruz has trouble accepting. You have to understand what you're accusing his brother of. He might not ever accept it. You have to go with your feelings. And if you don't use your images, they're gonna fade. And you might not ever be this close to Adriana again.
Then I guess I have to go. I guess I have to go to Paris by myself.
things are worth waiting 10 years for. Not that I want to wait another 10 years. I cannot believe that I was afraid of something so incredible, wonderful, beautiful.
No, you're not afraid anymore.
No. How about you? Are there any regrets?
Only 10 years worth.
Well, I tell you, it must have taken me 6 times, but I finally got up on the damn thing.
God, I'd love to try windsurfing. I heard the water in Santa Barbara is perfect for it.
Oh, the winds are great.
I bet you do a lot of windsurfing in the morning, right, Mom?
If your mother put her mind to it, she can master anything.
Seems you have a lot of confidence in her.
Yes, I do.
So what do you say? When are we going to hit the beach?
I bet you think I couldn't do it. You know, I might just surprise you.
It wouldn't surprise me one bit.
Well, anyway, other than windsurfing, what are your ambitions?
That sounds like one of the questions the admission guys from Harvard asked me.
You are going to Harvard?
Well, it depends on how he liked my answer. I'm not so sure I want to stay in the East, though.
You want to be a writer like your mother?
I love my mom's writing, but I'm not so sure that's my strength.
Well, what are your interests?
Maybe law, maybe business. Sort of like the idea of building up a business of my own.
Could be a lot of rewards in that. As long as you don't get too caught up in it.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. It makes me think my mom's work and lifestyles could seem really appealing.
Oh, what's it like growing up with a famous, beautiful mother?
Well, it's...
Actually, Greg's always had a very normal life.
Why are you answering for me?
I'm sorry.
I've had a very normal life.
He is also a strong-willed, impossible young man.
Very much like a man I used to know. Look, I know your mom's been sending you pages of the book, so why don't you tell me what you think so far,
Well, I'm a little confused. I like what I've been reading, but I thought it was fiction, not a biography.
Well, that's because I've actually been working on 2 different projects. I haven't sent Greg any of your book yet, СиСи.
Oh, I see. Well, that explains a lot of things.
I'm really looking forward to reading your biography now. I've never read a biography of someone I've actually met. In fact, I've never read a biography of anyone who's still alive.
Greg!
It's all right. I'm not ready to go yet. Might even have to have a few sequels.
Cruz, looks like we could be in luck.
What'd you come up with, Michael?
I made contact with a kid who's in one of the gangs. He knows who's responsible for the attack on Laura.
Where is he?
Before he'll make a statement, he wants immunity for himself and everybody else in the gang.
I don't make deals with criminals.
Except the kid who hit Laura. Look, Ethan, you can't condemn the entire gang.
Don't tell me what I can and cannot do. That kid could have killed my wife. Now, I'll bring in every Hispanic punk from the barrio if I have to before I'll cut a deal with a gang.
What? You don't even know it was an Hispanic kid who did this to your wife.
Yeah, well, I know it was a Hispanic gang that vandalized the mural.
You're not going to go charging into the barrio and start playing some kind of Nazi now. You're not going to do that.
Well, then you get your friend to change his arrangement with his informant.
I will not do that.
Asher, you need to back off and cool down about this.
All right. I'll do that as soon as you arrest this man for obstructing justice, for aiding and abetting.
What the hell are you talking about?
He's no longer a priest. The man standing right there can solve this case. Are you going to do your job or not? Andrews, get in here. I want you to take Michael Donnelly to a holding cell to await booking. Do it.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Michael. You know, you had me fooled. I was actually starting to think you were somebody I could trust.
You begged me to understand when you asked me to bend the rules for your daughter. Well, now this is my wife, and I'm doing it by the book, and I'm asking you to understand.
Bassoon, I really enjoyed this evening.
I did too. You know, maybe during the summer you can come out west and visit us. Your mother and I will still be working on the book, I'm sure.
Oh, that'd be great.
Do some of that wind sailing. Shoot out to the Channel Islands.
Sounds a lot better than mowing the grass on campus.
We'll make a date of it then.
Great. Good night, Mom.
Good night, sweetheart.
Oh, right.
I can't believe how manipulative you are.
I'm not. I like the boy very much. And if I think he's in Santa Barbara, I know that you'll be a lot happier. And that's what I care about. Megan. I don't think you realize how much you've changed my life. I don't realize until recently how much I needed you. Before you came along, I had this feeling of loneliness, I guess. Never overwhelming, but always there. Always weighing on me. Making me feel old. You have changed all that. You make me feel so good. All I want to do is make you feel the same way. Please come back to Santa Barbara.
I should be furious with you for coming after me like this. And somehow I can't be.
It's got to tell you something.
Only that you're more charming and persuasive than I thought you were.
That mean you're coming back, or what?
I guess I should have known I couldn't just walk away from this book.
You're not going to walk out of my life, either.
Jamie? No, Jamie, no.
We just need to know if this information is correct.
Oui. I delivered the little girl myself. The Castillos were very happy, and the baby was healthy.
And there weren't any problems at all?
No, nothing. I don't understand why there's any question.
Oh, it's just a mistake. I'm sorry to have bothered you, Dr. Albert.
You can't be logical. You have a gift, Eden. Use it. Pursue it.
Sorry I'm late, but Asher is going crazy.
Any news from San Francisco?
Yeah. Rawlings thinks he spotted the lady we're looking for, but then he lost her. At least we've got some kind of reason to believe that she's still around. Let me take that upstairs. Anything new here?
No, not really.
Bryant Gumbel.
I'm Jane Pauley. Some of our concerns about health care in America are becoming matters of life and death.
Watch today for an unprecedented look at America's vital signs.
Hi, I'm Dave Letterman. You know, we've moved our show to Chicago for a week. Will these be really special shows, you're asking? Well, let's not push our luck.